Yeah, I think we'll do it kind of like this. So I just finished working out, and as you may or may not know, I guess a few blog readers I have left will remember that much of my workout is running steps, and there's a good reason for that. It has to do with joint geometry and kinesthesia. I have a badly curved lower back, and I have some discs that are degenerating, and I also have quite a few bone spurs growing into some of the neural pathways or neural canals. So all that stuff is pressing on the nerves that come out of my spine and go down my legs, and causes pain and numbness and tingling and all kinds of nasty stuff. That's called radiculopathy. So the reason why step running works is because the lever action of the joints of the foot, ankle, knee, leg, hip, pelvis, and spine are spread out over time when there's an impact. So when I take an impact on a step and I'm stepping up, all of that impact is spread out over time and area. So it's not just hitting the bottom of my foot and smashing up through a stiff leg into my back the way jogging or running often does if you don't do it right, and I'm not very good at that. So running these steps allows the lever action to work and spread the impact energy over time and distance, and so that's very helpful. The other very helpful thing is that my body isn't static. My body's very dynamic, and it's in the process always of adjusting to reality. So my body doesn't watch TV, it just deals with reality. So it doesn't go crazy over things like COVID and global warming and Joe Biden. It just keeps on working for me. And as it's working, it's figuring out how to best deal with the reality of having this curved spine and degenerating discs and bone spurs, and being worked hard with daily workouts that include lots and lots of step climbing and lots of walking, and some other upper body strengthening exercise, core strengthening exercise, stuff like that. So anyway, in a nutshell, which is, I realize is a really big nut, that's what's going on. I'm working really hard to work with my body, and my body is working really hard to work with me to come to a place where I can exist with as little pain as possible and be able to do as most activity as possible, and more importantly, to be able to live a dynamic life with my family, and live a dynamic life with my community, and live a dynamic life with myself and my spirituality, and just enjoy all the goodness that God showers on me every day. And so I'm trying to do my part to be worthy of the grace that God showers on me every day. And this is part of it. So, ramble, right? I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Some of you have seen it before. Those are the steps that I customarily run up. There are 18 steps, counting the first step above the ground all the way to the platform. That's 18 steps, I think. And it's 11 and a half feet from the ground to the top of the platform, not the top of the railing, the top of the platform where your feet go. So that's pretty good. I do at least 150 a day. Usually on the weekends, I do 150 at one go. During the weekday, because of the way my day is structured, I have to break it up in 2 or 3 goes. So today, at 75, I pooped out, and that's so I quit. I'm going to have to come back and do the other 75. So why did I quit? Well, I ran out of a lot of energy, and my leg muscles got really weak. Part of the reason that happened is I'm doing an experiment with fasting and pushing myself into dehydration. I'm trying to find a trigger to push my body's metabolism more quickly into ketosis, which is just in a lot of ways, it's more efficient for physical work, for labor and exercise and running and stuff like that. It takes a little while to push in though, and so I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do it for my body, and I'm getting there. And so right now I'm pretty deeply into dehydration. I only had 32 ounces of water yesterday, and I had no food yesterday. I had no food this morning, and probably not going to have any food at all today. And I just had a liter, so that's the same thing as a quart, so just call it 32 ounces. I just had 32 ounces of iced tea with tart cherry juice mixed in it. And so that's going to be my meal for today, and that's probably going to be my only fluid, unless I start getting really sick with dehydration. So anyway, ramble. That's where I'm at on some of this workout stuff. And one more bonus bit of bullshit for those of you who stuck around for this interminable video. Interminable? Whatever. I can actually run again. I don't want to do too much of it, but my body is compensating enough for the problems that I talked about, so that if I pay attention to my gait and my form, and I run correctly rather than just bashing as hard as I can run. So yeah, I can run a mile, I can run 2 miles, I can run 5 miles. I have to be really careful with my gait, and that's kind of a pain in the ass. So but that's what it is. Sorry about this psychotic video, but that's kind of what's going on. I'm going to try and get some stuff posted up here. I have a lot of video, a lot of good video. I have a lot of commentary that I should write rather than ramble about, and I'll work on that, and we'll see if I can get back on the path. Oh, final bonus round. I'm in the process of moving into another house, so that's kind of taking up some time too. But there you go. Hope you're all well. I sure am.